Okay, hey best friends. So as you can see from the title, we have some things to talk about. I'm sitting out in my car. I'm about to waste all my AC on this conversation, but that's okay. FYI, nobody should really be drinking this in the hot summertime months, so I'm really gonna need Starbucks to get it together. But I wanted to wait before I went off and just stopped drinking Starbucks. Well, I'm lying. I stopped supporting Starbucks when I saw the video go viral, but I wanted to wait to talk about it just to make sure that all the facts were in line, because you know, social media is social media. So today, I'm gonna watch this interview. When did this post? Today's the 19th, okay? ABC News held an exclusive interview with the two gentlemen who were arrested in Starbucks, you know, for basically exercising their inner Rosa Parks. Like, nah, I'm not gonna get up out of my seat. So let me watch.
Exclusive with the two men arrested at a Philadelphia Starbucks 1 week ago today. They were there for a business meeting when the manager called 911. They wound up leaving the store in handcuffs. The video viewed nearly 11 million times, leading to protests, anger across the nation. I spoke with Rashawn Nelson and Dante.
Anger across the nation because Starbucks, you are messing with my morning time commute, my whole morning time energy. Even if I don't go to Starbucks, I got K-Cups in my Keurig. I got a whole cookie jar, because that's where I put my K-Cups, worth of Starbucks light, bold, blonde blend waiting to be drunketh, and now I can't. Or can I? You guys won't know if I drank that. I already bought it. But I ain't gonna support them no more.
And their attorney, Stuart Cohen, earlier this morning. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. It has been quite a week. Dante, you both walk in, you get a table.
Hold on, girl. The sun is shining bright. Red Bull, don't you go offending any type of people, okay? Don't do it.
Rashawn, how long was it before you asked to use the restroom?
Immediately, as soon as I walked in.
Hopefully y'all can hear this.
That they were for paying customers only, and I just left it at that moment.
And the response was, you have to buy something?
Yes.
Then you go and find Dante. You're at the table. What happened next?
We're at the table. We sit down. We're just talking amongst each other. She then comes from around the register, walks up to us, asks if, she can help us with anything. Can we start with some drinks or water or something like that,
Nobody ever does it at Starbucks. Like, nobody ever comes from behind their espresso making machine to ask you if you need a refill. I've never had that experience because they're too busy. They too busy. Red flag.
When we have bottles of water with us, so we're fine. We're just.
She had a problem.
We'll be out really quick, type thing, and that was it.
So approximately 4:35, you arrive for a 4:45 business meeting. According to 911 accounts, the call was placed at 4:37, approximately 2 minutes after you arrived to 911. What did you think when you saw police arrive, Dante?
It can't be here for us.
Okay. Can't be here for us. Can't be here for me. I wish. Oh, Jesus. Hold my edges down. It's got to be glued. I wish some privileged person would call the police on me. I think I would literally fall on the floor. I would wait for the police to get there. And I would be like, you know what? I have been spiritually assaulted. Spiritually assaulted by this person who is immediately thinking I don't belong here because of my skin color. Because that's the vibe I'm getting from this lady. Guy walks into a bar, aka a barista, Starbucks, says, hey, can I use the restroom? Obviously, they're gonna be at the establishment and probably get a couple of drinks. And if they don't, oh well, it's Starbucks. It doesn't take the whole table to get a drink. All I gotta do is go buy a pack of peanuts and bam, boom, whatever. It's not that serious. And that's what Starbucks wants you to do anyway, is to hang out in their establishment. I know the Starbucks up the street from me, they have chess every Tuesdays. There's a couple of Russian men that sit outside and talk about old Mother Russia. And he has a dog off the leash. Dog ain't even on the leash. One of the most ugliest looking dogs. But you know, it's a nice looking man. How you doing? And they just sit outside and that's what they do. Like, Starbucks is one of those pillars of the community.
Who approach you? What do they say and how do you react?
Well, initially, as soon as they approached us, they just said we have to leave. There was no question of, you know, was there a problem here between you guys and the manager? You know, what happened?
When you were arrested, did they tell you what you were being arrested for?
No, not at the time. He wasn't read any rights. Nothing.
What?
Because,
you know, I just love their disposition. I really do. They are so calm. You know, they are not angry. They just have such a calm disposition. I'm surely their mothers prayed over them from every hair follicle down to their toenails, prayed over them that this interview go well, because that's the first thing that comes out of a privileged person's mind, is that, oh, they're angry. Why are they so angry? So I'm glad they were just so calm. Yes, the spirit of peace all over them. And a good lawyer. Okay.
Back, escorted out, and put into a squad car.
Why do you both think that store manager called 911?
Well, Robin, you're asking them to have an opinion about somebody else's intent.
Okay, wait a minute. Robin. Is Robin a Republican?
Speak for themselves. There's not a single witness that says that these young men were misbehaving in any way, and you can see and hear that on the video.
Well, the video has been viewed almost 11 million times.
Drink Red Bull.
And part of it, Dante, you can see that you're talking to the police officer. What were you all saying to one another?
I was just trying to, you know, process the situation to myself at the time, because I'm thinking about my family that I have, my community.
Okay.
So in that moment, I'm trying to process what's going on, because it didn't really hit me what was going on, that it was real, until I'm being double locked and my hands behind my back.
Dante, did you at some point offer to call the person you were supposed to meet with? Because I know he's shown on the videotape.
After the first time.
Oh my gosh. The white guy in the video who's saying why are they being arrested is the guy they were supposed to be meeting. You know what? That's what I want to know. Where are your friends at when you need them? Like, bro, where was you at when they called the police on them? We was waiting here for you. We was waiting here for you. Now we getting arrested. Some foolishness. It's not his fault though. It's not the guy's fault.
You know, they walk over and they say you have to leave. I say, we're here for a meeting.
What is the business meeting about?
It's a real estate meeting.
What was the meeting about? Robin, are you a Republican? Or is this, or what network is this? Is ABC putting you up to ask these questions because it might seem more comfortable for the two fellas sitting on stage to hear it from you versus somebody else? Because I'm not getting upset, but that's beyond the point. It doesn't matter what they were there for. You don't have to explain what you were there for. That's not the point. If I just want to be there because I want to go get some coffee and scratch in between my toenails because I got an ingrown and I haven't been able to get a pedicure for the last 2 weeks, that's my business. but I'm sure this is for society's sake. People wanting to know what they were there for, and probably not thinking that these dudes, you know, have a legitimate business or I'm so done. I'm so done.
We've been working on this for months.
Well, I ain't even here.
What do you say?
Shown on the videotape.
After the first time, you know, they walked.
What's the business meeting about?
It's a real estate meeting.
Okay.
We've been.
A real estate meeting. Oh. Black people do have jobs. I'm just saying. Okay? Shout out to all the real estate people. That's my new profession. Real estate. Hello.
Working on this for months.
What do you say to some people who say rules are rules? That Starbucks has a policy. You violated that policy.
Dang on rules at
Police asked
Starbucks.
you repeatedly to leave, and you did.
No, Rosa
How do you
Parks.
respond to people
I ain't
who say
leaving.
that?
What I say is, I understand that rules are rules, but what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
Right.
And that's in any situation, whether it's race involved, anything.
And Robin, I'm sorry, but what is that rule? Starbucks holds itself open as a place for people to meet
Thank you.
and to have public conversations. Those are words from their website.
The CEO, Kevin Johnson, said he has met with you. Can you divulge what you all discussed?
We approached Starbucks and suggested that we engage in mediation with a retired federal judge in Philadelphia.
Also, put at least $300 on my Starbucks card. Okay? Just saying. Restitution. 40 acres and a mule.
And they agreed to that proposal, and we are still involved in that
Okay,
process.
they agreed to the
That
proposal.
process requires confidentiality.
What do you want to see happen here, Dante?
I want to make sure that in this situation doesn't happen again. So what I want is for a young man or young men to not be traumatized by this, and instead motivated, inspired.
And what do you want, Rashawn?
So, you know, take this opportunity as a stepping stone, you know, to really stand up and, you know, show your greatness, and that you are not judged by the color of your skin as our ancestors were or anyone else. You know, this is something that has been going on for years, and everyone's blind to it, but they know what's going on.
Okay.
If you get what I mean. And, you know, just really taking those actions and putting them into place, and, you know, help people understand that it's not just a black people thing. This is a people thing.
Hello.
And that's exactly what we want to see out of this, and that's true change. So put action into place and stop using your words.
We appreciate you using your words here with us this morning and this discussion. And it has to be more than dialogue, as you said. It has to be action. And we appreciate your willingness to be a part of that, and Mr. Cohen as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we know Starbucks has announced already that they plan to close 8,000 locations for an afternoon of racial bias training.
And when they close a location for the international bias training or whatever, put $300 on my Starbucks card. Just saying.
Who hasn't spent 2 minutes waiting in a Starbucks?
2 minutes, and I think when people hear that, and the fact that he called the business person that they were going to meet at 4:45. They got there 10 minutes early. Yes, he has to use the restroom. He claims that he was never told that that he had to leave. He just said that he was told you have to purchase something. But that being said, this is a moment where there has to be change.
Have you decided what kind of action they're going to take? take?
I did ask their lawyer, Stuart Cohen, if they planned on a civil suit of some sort against either Starbucks or the city. They said that's not what they're thinking about at this time, that they want to be a part of the process. Remember, Kevin Johnson, the CEO, said that they wanted those gentlemen to be part of the process. They say they're still working that out, and they were going to allow us, GMA, to follow along and follow up with them and see how that process plays out.
Fascinating
And
story.
hopefully, Michael, come on.
2 minutes. I mean, and as you said, he said in the piece, actions, not just words. And I think that's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
To see really a real change, not just with Starbucks, but I think with
It's a societal issue.
Society,
You just can't label it on Starbucks.
Yeah.
And we'll stick with it all night.
Robin said it's a societal, first of all, a society, but a societal issue? We just can't blame it on Starbucks? We know she had a caramel macchiato with almond milk this morning. Maybe I'm just being overly sensitive, but I'm going to give her a break. But it's not just Starbucks. It is an issue today, but we dealing with Starbucks right now.
Oh, we will.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel.
You're
If
welcome.
you'd like to get more
Listen, my AC, I'm sorry if my AC was louder than what you could hear, but I love Starbucks. I'm not hopping on the bash Starbucks bandwagon because I don't drink Starbucks. I love Starbucks. You guys know I love Starbucks. Love Starbucks. If Starbucks could pay anybody, they should be paying me because I put a whole lot of revenue back into their business, like daily, twice a day. Okay? In the morning time, I like to get a caramel macchiato with almond milk, and in the evening time, I like to get an iced coffee with a splash of almond milk and 6 pumps of vanilla grande. So it affects my life. Oh, and don't get me started about the double smoke bacon croissant sandwich and the seasonal chicken salad sandwich that I have been looking forward to devouring. And now I'm not gonna be able to do all of that because y'all done messed up. So I'm not making this video as a person who doesn't frequent the establishment. I'm making this video because I'm really appalled. And also, sometimes we don't want to give up the things that we love because it's like, oh, well, it didn't happen to me. But if it did happen to you, you would want somebody to stand with you and stand up for you. So it happened to somebody that looked like me. And maybe I got too much neck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But there's been plenty of times where the police should have been called on me in Starbucks if that's their rule. Because sometimes I'll go to Starbucks, like I said, pick at my hangnail that I need to have trimmed because it's summertime and my hoof's been real tight in my shoes, and spring is such a blessing. But I'll just hang out and then I'll make a purchase at the very end because I want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth of my Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying about? I'm just saying. So that's completely crazy with the level of just intolerance that this lady had, or just bias that this lady had to these gentlemen, because everybody comes in to Starbucks and they make a purchase when they want to make a purchase. I'll say that. Whenever I do go into Starbucks, I don't use the Wi-Fi for free. I drink the coffee there. I love the drinks there. I like the foods there. If I bring my kids, we have the cake pops. It's a treat. So most people who go there, they contribute to the revenue of this already multi-billion-dollar company. Okay? So a 2-minute delay on making a purchase is crazy. And having to have an explanation as to why you decided to sit there and not make a purchase just yet. What is this? What is this type of foolishness? I did not know this was Starbucks was heavy on pushing sales, get out or go, buy something or go home. That's crazy to me. So it hurts my heart not to be able to drink Starbucks, but sometimes you got to make a stand and support something because I'm not gonna say I've never been affected by racism and being profiled, because I have, and I wish somebody would have stood up for me, and I wish somebody would have said, hey, that's not right. So I just think it's amazing that it has gone viral. It is viral, and this company, Starbucks, has to be accountable for it, and the people that are drinking it have to be accountable for it as well. It's like, what do you supporting? That saying is, if you don't stand for anything, if you don't stand, what is it, girl? I think this Red Bull is getting to my brain. My main ping pong. If you fall for anything, you'll stand for nothing. You stand for something. ABC. Hi, hey. Oh, look at that cute dog across the road. You know what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. Sucks that I won't be drinking Starbucks. Hey, Dunkin' Donuts. How you doing? Red Bull, just go ahead and send me a 12 pack of the 8 ounces, not the 12 ounces, because I gotta live. I got 4 kids. Just go ahead and send that to me. Send me an email. Send that to me. And Dunkin' Donuts, go ahead, because y'all know I love coffee. I love my energy, and I just can't believe it. Like, what you doing? What you doing for your coffee in the morning? What you doing for your coffee in the morning? I was on the phone with my mother this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, I need some coffee. I need some coffee. Like now. Anyway, let me know down in the comment section what you think about this whole Starbucks debacle, debauchery, and this manager who, girl, they put her face up on social media. That's a whole nother situation. Like, they are really coming for this lady. They put up, and it wasn't even like a prison photo. It was like, I'm a part of a knitting club type of photo with like the doily, like decoration in the background. I was like, who auntie is this? I bet she make really good pies, but she ain't gonna let you sit in Starbucks for over 2 minutes without making a purchase. I'm just saying, you know? They dragging her for filth. She ain't gonna be able to come out. Come out wherever you are. No, she moved to Alaska. I'm just saying, girl. Anyway, I gotta go. I wonder what Whoopi has to say about this, because sometimes
video caught what happened when their friend showed up. Take a look.
What did they do? What they did? They didn't do anything. I saw the entire thing. Where did they get called?
So there were a lot of white people in there who, you know, at the same time, who hadn't really ordered anything, but nobody arrested them. I mean, it's just, you don't want to leap to a racial thing. You just never want to. But how would you ask?
right, you don't wanna, but
One, not to leap to a racial thing. I've sat in Starbucks just hanging with friends who haven't gotten anything right away. Nobody arrested. Well, it'd be hard to arrest me because I'd be loud as hell.
okay. You wanna what? Okay.
I don't know anybody who's gone into Starbucks who hasn't had a few minutes when they haven't ordered anything. And what's happening?
Use your head for one thing, because when they police get a phone call and they're on the scene, it is also their job to reasonably assess what's going on. So there was a double down on this where they said the police didn't do anything wrong. They were called. They came and did their job. I disagree on that.
Me too.
You say, what did they do wrong? And no one has a reason.
Yes.
Do not arrest them.
That's true.
You
They
do
were
not
wrong
arrest
as well.
them.
It was just a comedy of errors everywhere. And what I liked about what the Philly mayor said, he said this incident appears to exemplify what racial discrimination looks like in 2018. And I said, yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Well,
You know, they're no longer, well, some places there are, but they're no longer lynching us out of trees. They're no longer able to do that sort of overt discrimination and racism, but they're able to kick us out of Starbucks for doing the same thing that every other person, non-person of color, is doing. And that's what we talked about this on Friday. And I was saying, you know, this is the real life experience of African Americans in this country. It's
Okay.
Whoopi and I, we deal with it every single day. And I hate that this happened, but I am happy that it was caught on video and that we're talking about it. Because these indignities happen all the time when there isn't a video. And it is hard.
Wasn't it hard to see some white people sticking up?
The allies are so important.
Yeah, that was cool. I love Joy on The View. That was the greatest thing about the video that went viral was other white people in the establishment was like, you're arresting these men because they're black. You haven't arrested any of us. You call the police on them because they were black. So it does feel good to know that there are other white people out here who can recognize it and say it out loud, you know, without feeling like they're gonna be attacked or generalized in that same clump. Because I'm gonna tell you something, to claim somebody as racist is really, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? So I think white people are just tired of being called racist. Well, they're not racist, so they're gonna start snitching on the people that's making them look bad as a whole, because right now in today's society it is looking bad. Okay, anyway, I gotta go. I'll be in here all I can't say all night because I got kids, but I'll be sitting in this car rambling along with y'all. So TTYL best friends, I will talk to you later. Leave me your comments down below in the comment section, and if you like these car talks, girl, give me another topic to talk about or a video to react to. I could be a reactor, but not anything that's harmful to anybody, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know. I wanted to do a reaction to this one time. This little girl was sitting on like the dock of a pier, and her parents was like, ooh, touch the seal that's in the water, and the seal just came up and snatched her whole life down into the water, and everybody was like, oh my god, the seal, the wild animal, the wild seal snatched this little girl into the water. And I think somebody, her uncle, daddy, cousin of them, pulled her out. Moral of the story: keep your hands to yourself and only pet your dog. Just saying. Wild animals are wild animals.